The Center for Research in Religious Life and Apostolate, CERRA-Africa, is on a mission to preserve the invaluable stories of women's religious congregations in Kenya and beyond. These are tales of faith, service, and resilience. In March 2024, our journey led us to Kitui to meet the Daughters of Jesus the Good Shepherd. Founded by His Grace Archbishop Emmanuel Milingo with a profound focus on family evangelization, this congregation has been a beacon of hope for countless families.
Looking at the emerging issues and all these issues we are seeing, whether in the society, whether in the church, it is starting from the family. So if you are able to start addressing some of these issues right from the family, we could be arresting some of these emerging issues. That's why we feel we really need to work with the families, we are relevant, and there is no one time where there will be no challenges in the family. So this charism is forever.
Here comes a brief history of the congregation of the Daughters of Jesus the Good Shepherd.
So the Daughters of Jesus the Good Shepherd is a local congregation of the Diocesan Rite, founded in the year 1986, November 1986. The founder is the former Archbishop of Lusaka, Archbishop Emmanuel Milingo. That time he was in Rome, and before he founded us, he had already founded two other congregations in Zambia, Daughters of the Redeemer and Brothers of St. John the Baptist. So by the time he was founding this congregation, he had the mind of us being part of the Daughters of the Redeemer. But for some reasons that could not work, and with a lot of prayer and reflections, it was found that he needed to found a different congregation that will carry on with the work that he was doing with the families. He was so much surrounded with the families, and he wanted some people who carry on that mission. And that's how we were born.
Sister Regina Mwamba expounds more on the congregation's charism.
Yes, before he wanted us to follow the spirit of the Daughters of the Redeemer, which is to permit Christ's goodness. But he said that since the door seemed to be closed, he could not get the sisters from Zambia to come and to join us in Kenya, to open another region in Kenya. He said it was a good idea because the idea came of dealing with the families now. And when I went to Rome, I found him that he was dealing with families, he was listening to the problems of the people. And every Thursday he used to listen to the problems of families and of the people in general. Sometimes they could come in the house. So he said it was good because now you found a congregation which will deal with our families, because he knows one thing is not going to live forever. Then the families are so many that he cannot deal with them. So it's like multiplying himself to help the families. When he has many people, even when he's God, they will still continue with the work of the families. Yeah, and our work was to face the families, door-to-door evangelization, and wherever we meet, not only to let the people come, but also to visit them wherever they are.
Young and passionate, Sister Janet Isyunza, a newly professed sister, and novice Jacqueline share their inspirations for joining this noble calling.
I won't say exactly this person inspired. I think mine is I think God had prepared me for the vocation, because the moment I felt I wanted to join religious life, I went to the vocation director of the diocese, and I found a priest called Father Katua there. By then he was the vocation director in the diocese, and I shared my feeling to him that I want to join religious life, but I don't know exactly where I'll go or where to start. And that time he gave me some brochures, many of them around 5 or 6 of different congregations. So I chose. He told me just go through them see what the congregation does, see what is happening in the congregation, the credit they want, and all that. Now that's why I picked this one, because I felt family apostolate would be fit for me, and I felt I can do that. So that's why now I applied and I started a journey with the Daughters of Jesus, the Good Shepherd.
What inspired me in this congregation was the habit. So I had come for the ordination of one of my brothers in my parish. That was in 2018, and the secretary to the bishop was from this congregation, and I heard the bishop calling out to the sister who was the secretary to go and deliver the letters to him so that he may send the newly ordained. And when I saw the sister moving forward towards the bishop, I looked at the habit that she was in, and I was like, which kind of congregation is this? I have never seen this habit. It is too beautiful, and I want that if God helps me and gives me the graces, I one time wear such a dress.
Even in her early stages of formation, Novice Jacqueline demonstrates a deep understanding of the congregation's roots and its founder's vision.
What I know about my founder, I know that he was born in 1930, and ours is a third congregation that he founded, starting with the Daughters of the Redeemer, and also that was founded in 1969, also founding the Brothers of St. John the Baptist in 1979, and also our own congregation that was founded on 5th November 1986. I know this, what I have learned from him, because I have never met him or interacted with him, is that this man was really moved by the way the families were suffering, and also looking at the challenges that the families are going through. He was moved with all that, and when he was doing his healing ministry, he could also look at the experiences of different families, and because he wanted some people to assist him in this healing ministry, to bring healing to the families, that is why he came up with our own congregation, so that we may also have that apostolate of going to the families, meeting them in their daily experiences, and also giving them hope in their daily lives.
Leading this inspiring community is Sister Margaret Wanda, whose words of wisdom and encouragement uplift her sisters.
My dear sisters, we are living in a fast-changing world. And secularism is also cropping into our congregations, in the church, and we may find ourselves competing even with the secular world. As much as we are living in this age, we still have to know who we are and why we are here. We are religious women called for a purpose, with a charism that is very special to all of us. But we cannot be able to carry out this if we don't get rooted, deeply rooted in prayer, as our founder has always said, that for the daughters, prayer is not an obligation. It's not just because it is in the timetable, but it should be part and parcel. It's our life. Without prayer, we are just like fish out of water. Remember, those are the very, very words of our founder. Let's take our prayer life very seriously. Let's take our community life very seriously. Let's be keepers of each other, and that way we'll be able to live our charism, and that is what will make us what we are intended to be. Even when we get learned, those skills are supposed to help us to be better missionaries, better agents of evangelization. Is not just for our self-glory. So the skills we get, let them take back to those families that we serve and serving each other.
She extends a warm invitation to young women discerning a religious vocation to join the Daughters of Jesus, the Good Shepherd.
As you aspire to join religious life in our congregation, remember we are dealing with families, and in the families there are so many challenges, but there are also joys, there are pains, and we all come from families. So when we come to join the religious life, let's come with one mind, with one heart of serving, but not to be served. We come here, we get education. That education should help us transform the society, the families that we serve.
What is the way forward for the congregation of Daughters of Jesus, the Good Shepherd?
We had our last general chapter in the year 2022, in the month of May, and that's when I came to the office. And within the chapter mandate, there was so much discussion about articulating our charism so that we can be associated with that charism wherever we are. And at that point, we deliberated on how really we want to move in that direction. And at the end of it all, we found that we need to put up a family center for the Daughters of Jesus, the Good Shepherd, where we can be meeting families, different activities, different age groups, the children, the youth, and even the parents. Because this is where now the family will converge after meeting all these, and we'll be having different activities for different groups. It's a dream, and we are chasing it. So we are trying to mobilize some resources so that we are able to get a place where we will come up now with this center, the structures, the activities, but we also need to have trained our sisters who will be now coordinating all these activities. So that is the main project that will really say all about our charism, and that's the direction we want to go.
I shall exalt you, my living God, till the people know you and love you. I shall exalt you, my living God, till the people know you and love you. As long as I live, this will be my song to you, my living God, my living God, my living God, till the people know you and love you.
As we delve deeper into the lives of these remarkable women, we realize the urgent need to document their stories. CERRA-Africa is committed to preserving their legacies for generations to come. Follow us on CERRA's social media platforms for more inspiring stories and updates about religious sisters.